Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. My name is Anahi.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
How is everyone doing on this Monday? Hello, Fuljens Henry. I see you have a new hat.
Is it new?
Yeah, I think so. That's different. It's not the poltergeist
Has
one.
it been in rotation for you?
Yeah, and you're wearing glasses today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to for a little bit.
It's a whole new look. What do you guys think about this whole new look of Fuljens Henry?
I just have to wear my glasses because I have to take off my contacts.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Cannot wear contacts today.
Yes, how's everyone doing? Let's see. We have Al Jennings. Hello, Al. We have Tatiana.
Hello.
Dan. Hello, Dan. Kimberly G. Hank. Hello, Hank.
Good to see you.
G. Albert. Greetings
Good
and
to
happy Mother's
see.
Day to our Ecamm family. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hola, Victor.
Oh, no. Sorry, Dan, that you're not feeling well.
And yeah, sorry, Dan. I like casket sharp. Thank you, Body Spray Bandit. Dan will save his remarks for another time.
Hello, Maggie. Hello,
Good to see
everyone.
you, Maggie. Good to see you. Hope you feel better, Dan.
Yeah, everyone. There has been something going around. There's been something. You had a little bug going on.
I've been under the weather. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent him to the other room because I'm like, I cannot get sick this week. I have to be on point this week. So he had to be. That's why you got the whole new look. You're quarantining. Anyway, everyone, for Ecamm, what's happening in the world of Ecamm Live is that a new beta has been released and a couple of updates are significant have been added. So if you do not have the beta or you were experiencing some issues with Ventura or with the quality of interview mode, you might want to update, download the beta and use the beta for a little bit until...
Go to ecamm.com/beta. That's ecamm.com/beta. I am currently running on the current beta.
Yeah. You know who I don't see in the comments?
Who?
Paul.
Paul will be here.
Yeah. I don't see Paul in the comments. But anyway, if you're experiencing any of those issues, go ahead and update the beta.
Yes.
And also there are other minor fixes in there as well.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so Fuljens Henry, so we're going to go straight into what's happening in the YouTube channel for Ecamm Live for you all to find out. And also, I have a question for all of you afterwards because I was reading an article about OTT video, and I would like to know about what you all think about it. So let's go first to the YouTube channel.
All right. There is a heavy lineup this week, tons of Ecamm events. Let's head right into it. This is your ENN show guide for the week. First off, in case you missed it, check out the Ecamm Masterclass with Matt and Doc Rock. Streamline your creative workflow with Alteon. And I am on the replay squad as well. I need to finish watching that and seeing how Alteon can streamline our workflow. There's tons of reviews. Alteon was won best product at NAB this year. So definitely check out that masterclass. If you have not checked out it, join the replay squad. Then we have The Flow tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Doc and Katie will be talking about the advantages of video podcasting. That's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow at tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Ask Ecamm with Ken and Glenn. Make sure you have your questions and feature requests ready for Ken and Glenn. That's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we head on to Wednesday at 11 a.m. It's Meet the Fam with Carla Jennings. Carla Jennings has 16 years of teaching fitness and yoga with one-to-one clients and groups.
I wonder if Al has anything to do with that, Carla.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m., it's Meet the Fam. Then we head on to Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Marshall is going to show you how he uses a teleprompter with Ecamm to create amazing video content. That's Marshall Creates Season 2, Episode 12. Friday is jam-packed. Why? Because Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's Building Blocks with yours truly, Anna and Fuljens. Immediately followed by a special BTS edition of Meet the Fam with Kirk Nugent. And then at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's Ecamm Live Demo with Doc Rock. And Sunday, we have some heavy hitters. DJ Strick and James Hicks are going to be exploring the latest in technology for content creators. It's the Stream Show with DJ Strick. And that is your ENN show guide for the week.
That's pretty nice. A lot of great stuff. So I am so excited to see Carla. So excited because I have heard of Carla. We heard about her on People of Video.
Yeah.
So it will be great to see her.
And some funny moments when Carla took over Al's YouTube commenting privileges.
Right, exactly. Yes. So G. Albert, check again and also from the app itself after ENN, or if you have a laptop.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and check updates there
Unless you are currently up to date. This is, I believe, 4.7.
7?
There should be a 7 at the end.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4.0.7.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Richard, good to see you. Thank you so much. And
hello, Richard.
Damon, hello. Good to see you. And Tatiana says, I always use beta too. Absolutely.
There we go.
Cannot
okay,
go wrong with the beta.
Vouch
for the beta. Vouch for the beta.
So, so we have, for those of you who are attending Creator Camp, we have some of the locations that we're going to be in. And there's some some of them are at a beer time brewery. Why don't you just go ahead and show them the awesomeness? And we have some pictures for you later this month to show you more details about it, just to get you a little bit more excited than you already are.
Yeah.
So here we go. So we have Beowulf Brewing.
Beowulf Brewing.
So that is going to be one part of it. And it's going to be great, everyone, because we're going to be hopping, I guess. I believe it is. Hopping from places to places, and you will be transported. So there will be transportation from spot to spot. So you will get to see a little tour of Amesbury.
Absolutely.
So that's one spot.
And then there's an event space, right? And that is the space.
How fitting. Yay, Carla and Al are registered already.
Very nice. Very nice. If you want to check out these, we'll share the links in the chat in a second.
Yes, so that, and then the Zach Beowulf Code and Circus. So you will be also with Ken. So that is Ken's coding classroom. So he has two. And what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I was going to say Code and Circuit is actually what's at literally like right down the hall from Ecamm Live's headquarters. So you kill two birds with one stone there.
Yeah, and you'll probably get to meet Spot. Maybe you get to meet Spot.
And control Spot too.
Yeah.
If Ken lets you.
So that's pretty awesome too. And even more so, you will get to really hang out with Ken and Glenn. They are amazing people, so down to earth, ready to answer questions just as they are when we do the question and answer, the Q&A. That's the same way they are in person. Yeah. So you will enjoy the complete experience live.
Absolutely. Definitely. It's awesome. You get to be able to check out Ecamm headquarters, check out Code and Circuit, check out the amazing event space and the lineup too.
Yeah.
Are you all in the Creator Camp Discord?
Right. I'm not yet, but you are in there.
Yes,
you tell me all
definitely.
the news.
You'll get all the latest updates in the Creator Camp Discord. So we'll share all those links for you in a second if you're not a part of that.
Yeah, so Victor says, I guess I can drink. I guess I can drink a beer or 12 at camp. You know, if you're okay learning while drinking.
I was just gonna say that, Victor. If if you're able to participate coherently in the workshops, have at it. Have at it.
Yeah, I was thinking that there will be transportation from camp to camp.
Absolutely.
But yes, so that is going to be incredible. Everyone is going to be there. Like all the Ecamm creators will be there.
Yes.
So that's that enough right there. It's just the town and the locations are bonus.
Absolutely.
Bonus.
Damon, thank you so much. Damon says, nice camera. Wow, looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, Al, definitely. And we cannot wait to see you again. Mm-hmm. Right? It feels like it's been forever. So
yeah,
looking forward to meeting Al again.
It was in September. Was it
yeah,
September?
October of last year. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So is there anything else before I go on my little on my little rant? It's not a rant. It's actually. But before we go over that, we were teaching a class about video marketing, and you know how Ecamm is so continues to put out content about using Zoom with Ecamm, and it's like it seems like it's going on all the time. But after this class that we were teaching, there's not enough time to teach using Ecamm with Zoom. We had a cohort of 11, and none of them knew that it was possible to do the things that we did using Ecamm or another software for that matter. They just didn't know. And when we showed up with Ecamm, they were like, how are you doing that with Zoom? How are you? So it was the class, which was about video marketing, turned into how do I make my Zoom look good? Mm-hmm. And this is why now Ecamm has Loria coming over with a whole workshop on using Ecamm and Zoom. And it makes it so impressive. And we didn't even know. We showed up doing our thing. That wasn't even our intention to shut up showing off with Ecamm, right? But everyone was like, oh my gosh. By the end of the class, a couple of people purchased Ecamm, and they're over there doing their thing. And that is incredible. So for those of you who use Zoom or who perhaps don't think about the impact that Ecamm can cause using Zoom, right? Using Ecamm with Zoom or with your clients, just showing up with Ecamm using Zoom.
Absolutely.
You can get clients, right? We got out of that class. We got, what was it, three?
About
2.5. 2.5, I will say 2.5, because the other one is not so sure yet. Mm-hmm. And one of them updated to an M1 to be able to use Ecamm. I mean, we were like, right? This is great. Oh, hey, Paul, there he is. So,
what's up, Paul?
all of that to say, show up to Loria's Zoom. It's going to be in June. It got postponed, but now it's going to be June 5th. Mm-hmm. And she's going to be covering all of these things. And when we hear, or when I hear people going, oh, I don't know, oh, my content creation, I don't know what to teach about, I don't know. After this class, fam, I'm like, there's not enough teaching using Ecamm with Zoom. Like, there is not enough of that. Mm-hmm. And even after the follow-up class, other students that came, the same thing. So there's not enough of teaching how to make your Zoom look better.
Mm-hmm. Or not enough teaching Ecamm, how to use Ecamm in general with everything.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
So let's prepare, because there's a whole world out there.
Absolutely.
There's a whole
and there'll
world.
always be plenty of people who want to learn the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That was absolutely an eye opener. So believe me, I will be joining that group of Loria, that workshop, to see what else is new in the world of using Zoom with Ecamm.
Speaking of Zoom, just save the date for the Faith in Ecamm with Rabbi David. That is coming up Thursday, April 20th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out Torah Tech Guy /Zoom or ecamm.tv/faith in Ecamm if you're interested in the next session.
That's great. So how many of you use Zoom every day, like heavy Zoom users? And what is your experience when you showed up with Zoom, with Ecamm in Zoom? I mean, after this experience, I just want to ask everybody about it. It's just, it was kind of like an extra eye opener.
Yeah.
An extra eye opener.
Absolutely.
What is April 20th?
Oh, sorry about that. It's not April 20th, but it's Thursday at, hold on a second. Just to make sure.
Dan was listening.
Yeah.
Somebody wasn't. I was thinking about Zoom still.
Absolutely.
Registration?
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Damon, yes, we're going to add that class. Our amazing moderator is going to add that. It's 3 days, and she's going to cover from A to Z. How to use, how to look good in Zoom using Ecamm.
Absolutely.
And there are tons of classes still in the Ecamm channel on how to do it. But believe you me, it's not enough. So.
Absolutely. And Maggie says, oh no, I'm traveling June 5th. That's exactly what I do, teaching on Zoom using Ecamm. Hope that workshop will be available on recordings. It should be.
Yeah, I believe it will be.
Yes.
Right, Paul? I think it will be.
Absolutely. And Kimberly G, I use Ecamm and Zoom for theater productions.
And it is incredible. I mean, there's the things that I was like, okay, Fuljens typically does the production aspect of it. We talking, but this class I actually had to do the teaching and the production for the first couple of days, and I learned so much. Because I was doing it. There were so many tweaks that we have to make sure are turned on, are clicked on, are enabled to make sure that the audio comes through, to make sure that the video, like for you, if you're using screen share, you gotta make sure that your system audio is on. There are a couple of housekeeping rules that you need to go through when using Zoom. And all of these things, just having them down, it's helped so incredibly.
Absolutely.
Today was the day. What is that? The day before the last day of the class.
Mm-hmm.
And I was set. Like somebody goes, "Oh, I can hear audio." I knew exactly where to go, and they were like, "Okay." One thing that I found out today.
Okay.
Was that if I mute myself when I'm playing a video, I will also mute the class. And I was like, oh, okay, I see. You saw that? They were like, oh, we lost audio.
Right.
It was because I muted myself. So these are the things that we learn as we do and as we just practice and practice and practice. So that was, yeah.
What broke?
Nothing broke. Something was on the floor. But yes, Paul. Paul, trust and believe. We talked about Mercury retrograde today in class, and there was an expert on it. And she talked about that. She talked about Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
A lot of people were having some issues today in the class.
Yes.
With technology.
Yes. Maggie says, Ecamm is so helpful when teaching on Zoom. Can't imagine teaching without it. Now, Tatiana says, I use Zoom and Ecamm all the time for my courses. Audio outputs are key, says Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there's a few things you need to check off in Zoom when using virtual cam with Ecamm. So definitely a lot of but once you have everything set up and optimized, it works flawlessly.
It definitely avoids frustrations if you have that checklist, and the more you practice it, obviously the more it will be intuitively, you just go and do it. But having that checklist, and I'm sure Loria is gonna go over it. I believe Alec went over it. Mm-hmm. Definitely Adrian goes over it. So Damien, if you want to get a head start, you can go on and check out all of those teachers, and they are in the Ecamm Live community, or you can go to videos.ecamm.com and search for Zoom, and you can get started there.
Yeah. Victor says, we're moving away from Zoom at work. We're now moving into 365. Yeah, a few people are doing that, but it's awesome because you can still bring in Ecamm virtual camera into stuff like Microsoft Teams and whatnot.
So what is the difference or what are the benefits of 365 compared to Zoom, Victor?
Yeah, and if I was to guess, it'd probably be for all the integration, all the other apps, such as Microsoft Teams and all the other Microsoft apps that you can integrate. So this way, you just keep the community in one space versus using an external platform such as Zoom.
Got it.
Quite a few people I've heard are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so let us know if what do you think about it, and if the video quality is better also, because with Zoom you have to ask for
The
and if
1080.
it's the 1080. So if is it the same with 365, or you just come loaded with 1080?
I don't have that 1080. Victor, do you have the 1080? Let me know.
That's true. You use 365.
I try it and I go back to Zoom. Oh, nice. So AG is saying that Teams by default has higher video quality.
Okay. All right.
They got that good Teams, good Microsoft Teams.
Okay. So that is. I mean, it has to be within the team, right? So nobody can you have to have 365 to be able
to use Microsoft Teams. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
NG Albert says, I've been using Zoom NDI and Ecamm for more than a year, for Bible study and Sunday school.
And you like it? You like it, G.
Very
Albert?
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, I usually I was using it for showing my clients virtually their photos. So that was the extent to how I used it. I didn't have to mess around with audio, bringing in audio or anything like that. It was just straight, just reviewing their headshots and choosing and just bringing the software. And but this class taught me things, and I loved it. I taught and I learned. That was just
Nice. Damon says that with Zoom, you only get 1080 with the business account, 720 with Pro. And Victor verifies that the integration at work is better. Video, not so much. I'll need to check if it is better quality. So, AG, I don't know what version you on. That you got that good quality. But us folks over here. Tatiana says, I have been coaching clients that use Teams, so I like to be familiar with both. Need to do another test run in Teams to compare. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because I know that since I have that 1080 Zoom, but even with before, whatever I had before the 1080, I found that the Zoom quality to be better than the one in Teams. Especially, definitely Google Meet. I don't know if any of you use Google Meet, but definitely the Zoom audio, the Zoom video quality is better.
Yeah, Google Meet for me, it's not intuitive. I don't like it when customers go, "Oh, can we Google Meet?" I'm like, "No,
Right.
we're not gonna Google
Can you send a
Meet.
Zoom link instead, please?
I'm gonna send you a Zoom link. We're not Google meeting.
We're not Google Meeting.
Yes, but like I was mentioning earlier, I was reading an article about the live video, where it's going, the landscape, and how it has changed since, say, 2020, because that's where mostly everything really took off when it came to videos and all the changes. And I was like, okay, what happened to me? I saw there, okay, live video, more engagement. We know that. Than just regular video, pre-recorded content. But also webinars. Webinars are another type of video that generate a lot of return on investment if we do them correctly. So it is the live video, and then the webinars, and then it was the testimonials. Those are the 3 videos that came up that if we are serious about our craft and video marketing, those are the 3 videos that we should be creating. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about it? So they said webinars, educational videos, like explainer videos, and then testimonials.
Testimonials, yeah. I'm just immediately what comes to mind is that you can repurpose all 3 of them. So webinar, if you have webinar completed, then you can repurpose that into a course. Right?
You could, right? If it's okay with attendees, right? Unless you just use separate.
I'm just talking about separate, not the attendees, right? And what was the other one?
Explainer videos.
Same thing, right?
Explainer videos.
Yeah, and just you could repurpose the content, and also testimonials. You could, depends on what you're providing testimonials for.
Yeah, because the testimonials, it will be a little bit tougher, in my opinion, to get video testimonials. You have to be a really big incentive for your clients to be like, okay, I'm gonna get my phone, I'm gonna record myself, and I'm gonna send you a testimonial. So I'm like, okay. So I was thinking about if that was true or what you thought about it. Yeah, I see explainer videos being very helpful. In webinars, after we had this workshop, I see it. I see why
Absolutely.
they said that. But the testimonials, I'm not sure. What do you guys say? Let me see. What's going on? Let's see what you say about that. And
Go ahead.
another article that I was reading was OTT video, right? So, for example, Netflix, Hulu, what's another one? HBO Max, all of those, right? That are not your traditional TV. So, where do we see? I already made a choice, but where do you see traditional TV going as compared to OTT video? And the same question for you.
I see traditional TV like kind of becoming OTT video because they already have, so for example, Verizon Files, right? They have an app.
Is the app as, how you just go on TV and you just get Hulu, and Hulu's a great experience.
Yeah.
And Netflix is a great experience, and Netflix has this great app that is just like, yes, if you're going to watch it on your iPad, you're going to get the same experience. Is it the same with Verizon?
I've tried it, and this was I would say at least maybe 3-4 years ago, and it was okay.
Okay, the Verizon one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can imagine what it's like now, but I'm not gonna care to know because we have Hulu Live,
right?
Which is like the live TV, and then we have Netflix, we have Prime, we have
Peacock,
we have.
Yeah, and just thinking about this, and this is what I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Do you all remember when Netflix started and it was DVD? And we have to enter it, and then it went to, oh, you can actually get 2 DVDs and you will be okay, and you won't get a late fee. Do you remember that?
Absolutely.
And then now that is just disappeared without us even realizing it.
Right.
It's gone, and now it's just all OTT. And then it's on demand is here. So TV, we canceled TV. I had it. I was hanging on to it. And Fuljens is like, I don't even know why you have this.
Right.
And so we canceled it.
Because it's just an extra bill at this point. Because, we turn on the files and we, I don't know. Have you tried pausing something or, trying to rewind and whatnot? I don't know. Because then you have to pay extra for that feature, right? The DVR feature. Whereas the Hulu Live already has it included. And it probably came out to a little bit less than the files. In addition to all the other apps that, that we have the subscriptions that we have, right?
Yeah.
And then also what I found to be a plus was that the Hulu Live came with the Disney Plus. So that was a part of the package. And I was paying extra for Disney Plus and I canceled that because it came part of the Hulu Live, right? And some of the content that we consume on those platforms are not available on TV. Cable TV.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, and that's definitely the things. But it all comes together, and like we are in that industry. We're in the video production space. So where is it going, and how, and what can we do with this information that's coming to us? How Netflix went from one, how everything just keeps growing and growing. Where are we gonna go? Live video is not even to its peak yet. Right? And how else can we explore? How else can we benefit from all of this information that's being put out there, current and previous, historical information that we can be like, okay, make some prediction about where it's going to go and how we can make it work for us. So that was a great article.
What are your predictions for cable TV?
I think it's not going to exist in the next 5 years. The way it's going, it's not going to exist. And the ads are so expensive compared to placing an ad on OTT video, right? The ads are 30%. I want to say that's what I read. 30% less expensive.
And speaking of ads, I kind of enjoy some of the ads that we get on our streaming apps versus regular TV, right? Because some of the ads you can actually interact with them,
right?
Because we were watching Peacock, And then there was some commercial breaks where there was like a trivia game going on with overlays. I'm like, oh, look at this. This is like right up our alley. Like, I prefer this. I'll check this commercial out.
Yeah.
You know, like you're watching a commercial and playing a trivia game, or you're able to like select something.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
that was
so that's
one
pretty
of
cool.
that was one of the points they made, that they're making it interactive, keeping people on the platform
Yep.
even longer.
Yep.
So let's see what the fam is saying. Let's see. Yeah, so Algianis remembers Netflix. And Netflix was the first OTT video.
I don't remember
was it
anything
1997?
I don't remember anything before that. So
before it was Blockbuster, but that was, you will go there and rent it.
right. In terms of streaming,
In terms of streaming, I believe it
might be safe to say that. I don't know.
was Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Images. Gretchen, the days of Blockbuster and Redbox.
Redbox,
Yes.
yep.
Oh my gosh, Redbox. Yes. And you had to go there, and it was snowing, and it's like you still had to go,
And return
then you
your
have to
DVD.
return it, and I mean, right? I mean, how can we do? And all of these productions are happening now. All of these series are happening. Everything is available to us. We could have a series ourselves and post it on YouTube or post it on one of those, sell it to Netflix or Hulu or whatever. We have the power to do something like that if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Something that wasn't available to us before. Something that we had to, recruit and spend a lot of money to do. Now is available. The platform is there. So there's so many opportunities for all of us. We just have to decide what we want to do and take advantage of that.
Yeah. Paul remembers VHS.
I have some, Paul. I still have some. Like some of my favorite exercises are VHS.
And Betamax.
What is that?
The more compact VHS tapes was Betamax.
I guess
Oh my gosh, my father was on the latest trends, the latest technology. Like so you had the big VHS tapes, and Betamax were like just much more compact VHS tapes.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
they last for long?
No, I don't think it. I don't remember.
Yeah, because then they would have to make a smaller VHS or a converter. Wouldn't they have to do it to be able to like?
No, but they had actual Betamax VHS record devices.
So then they would have, okay.
It was its own thing. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Paul is saying coming in that Betamax was the Sony version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes, and it did not catch on.
Yeah, I mean, I will say,
But it was pretty cool. My father had the Betamax.
late fees. They will give you $5. I remember I paid like $7 one time, and I was trying to get out of it, but it didn't work out.
And be kind, please rewind. Yes. Be kind, please rewind.
And then you will get one that wasn't rewound, and you're like, and you have to rewind it. That was the worst.
Oh yeah.
We're so spoiled. We are so spoiled.
We're HBO and Showtime before Netflix. Who knows the answer?
Right, exactly. Were they? You know what? I'm about to look that up.
No, I remember watching HBO, at least HBO, way back then. Way back then.
Before Netflix?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
So it says here that the most popular over the top video service in the world is Netflix. But the most expensive one is HBO Max. Is that true?
I don't know. We kind of like start and stop the subscription, so I don't even know. So by the time we restart it, if there's like a series we need to watch or something like that, we'll renew the subscription, and who knows how much it will cost at that time.
Okay, so they were before Netflix, HBO.
Yeah, they were.
HBO was. Yes,
Absolutely.
but HBO. Yeah, but because you have to pay $5 to watch an HBO movie.
Yeah, I was watching Michael Jackson Thriller on HBO.
But it was okay. Okay, but it wasn't a subscription though. You had to pay for the movies themselves. So Netflix is actually a subscription.
I don't remember. I think it was part of your cable package. So you had to get it was just like a cable package. You had basic, you had premium, which included HBO, for example.
Got it. Okay.
Right. So and now they're nickeling and diming us, right? Because now if you want HBO, you got to pay X amount per month. If you want this, you got to pay. But it was just like a package deal. What happened to those package deals?
Right?
Victor has
Everybody's
Dragon
just
Ball
getting.
on VHS.
I remember music videos on MTV. Listen, I
Mm-hmm.
mean the whole thing, and this is what happens. I mean, what else is going to happen? What wave can we ride? And see, because look at, I mean, how next Netflix took off, and that was, I believe, one of the founders left because he was thinking that it was not going to, and now look at Netflix still making its changes, but it's still going strong.
Absolutely.
Still going strong.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that is the thing that I was just trying to get your opinions on about OTT, over the top video, and how many of you still have TV? How many of you still have cable TV? And all of your shows, actually, they are on Hulu. If the ones that are now, you rent them, you pay for it for the wrestling.
No. So WWE is part of Peacock.
Oh, I see.
It's included in Peacock.
So you got
They used to have for the premium events, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like what's the pay-per-views, right?
Mm-hmm.
They first of all you have to pay $60 per event on pay-per-view, right? So but now then they switched over to a network. They had their own platform, their own OTT, where you paid $9.99 a month and you would get all the pay-per-views and specials and like the entire library of all the wrestling stuff from back in the day, right? But then what is it? Like they had a deal with NBC Universal. So now they eliminated the network, which was really cool. So they eliminated the network, and now their content is exclusively on the Peacock. Right?
Got it. Okay.
Aside from their programming, which is on TV, which is on USA and on Fox during the week, right? But for the premium content, that is on the Peacock. Yeah.
Okay, and things are going to continue to happen. So say YouTube. So let me see, what was Gretchen saying about YouTube? So say YouTube, pretty soon we're going to, it's already okay, a premium subscription. Do you want it? But our content is there, and pretty soon, if we don't have a subscription, we won't be able to watch our own content. Right? So what precautions are we taking about that? And then also there are other platforms that we can have our own little, if you will, Hulus and Rokus and all of that, because it will be our own channel.
Yeah.
So we can then invite people over. We can have our own series, our own webinars, our own everything. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A question from Al Jennings: do you recommend Peacock? I would recommend Peacock. Because surprisingly, finding some movie releases, right? Some stuff that came out in the theaters, they get released immediately on Peacock, maybe like a month later or so. And there's some really good content on Peacock. And that's one of the only platforms, at least right now, where we came across the interactive commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Where you're in a commercial break and there's like a trivia off to the side of the screen or something where you could just interact with, which is pretty cool while you're watching specific movies.
And then also I was looking for a movie that I just wanted to, so I like series, but I don't have the patience to sit down and watch the entire thing. So I fast forward through a lot of it. So I get the premise of it. So I watch season 1, season 2, and then I fast forward through the whole thing. So on Netflix, I was watching The Office. And then I'm like, okay, listen, I'm done, Fuljens. I'm trying to look for this, and he wasn't here.
You wanted to watch the final season, the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And Al, those were on Peacock.
Yeah. So we found it on Peacock, and I was like, yes.
The whole thing.
The whole thing was there. So I was able to just go to episode, what was it, 26?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
and
season 9,
watched the whole
episode 26.
Thing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, Peacock is
pretty good.
Yeah.
Peacock is surprisingly good. And you don't have to get the premium. The only difference that I'm coming across is like the commercial breaks and whatnot. So other than that, just get the basic one.
Okay, so Maggie has no TV.
Yeah.
Okay,
Victor is only internet.
Only internet. G's like, listen, AG's like, I don't like commercials. I'm with you. I'm
the
with
YouTube
you.
subscription.
Yeah. I tried. Does Peacock have commercials?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do. Even during like the WWE live premium events. So if there'll be a commercial break, so while WWE is showing like some type of special behind the scenes exclusive, you're not able to see that. You're gonna be watching the commercial break.
Also, just like going to a live event. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. Because you have to pay extra because you're there live. So that's the equivalent of getting like the premium Peacock, which I don't care about.
So I have a question for you guys. This is not the trivia. So this is not the trivia, okay? So this is just a... What is the most popular TV show in the world? The most popular TV show in the world. I was like, wait, so I Googled and I was looking and then I actually questioned a couple of... I questioned Bing Chat. I questioned Bard.
Let's see who comes up with that.
I question a lot of...
I see numbers dropping, so they're Googling. come back.
So let me know what you think it is. So Peacock is a streaming service developed by NBC. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what happened. So that's like I said earlier. So WWE they got their partnership with NBC Universal, and so they moved their content to Peacock. And you know what's interesting? I never put the two and two together. It took me a while because NBC has the Peacock logo, and their streaming app is called Peacock. It was like an aha moment. So Peacock just has like the colors of NBC off to the side, but NBC is actually like the peacock feathers.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that the possibility of what we can do, they are endless. We are in the world of video. And we can produce so much. We could if it's not video marketing, it is strategizing the video for your clients on how and where their ads should go, or where their video should go, or what type of videos to create. So we can create videos for them, and then we go, okay, you can post it on these platforms, or we have so many. We can teach them how to use Zoom, and there's so many possibilities out there, so many. So none of you should be like, oh, I don't have content to create. There's so much.
Yeah.
So much.
So checking with the comments. Yes, that was a long aha. It definitely was. I was saying the answer is A. G. Albert says NCIS. Gretchen says Monty Python. AG says The Simpsons.
The Simpsons is a great choice, but it
and
wasn't.
Victor saying Seinfeld.
Victor is about there. So supposedly it's Friends. Friends, the series is the. I'm like, okay, but
Makes sense. Friends was super popular.
But I've never really watched it.
Me neither. It wasn't for me.
Yeah? How many of you? I mean, I see memes all the time and about them, but I really don't know. That goes to show in the world, yet there are some people who still have not watched it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was more of a Seinfeld person. Seinfeld, Simpsons.
I was a Simpson. I never got into Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that was about.
Chris Rubio, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Hi, Chris. Okay, so now, I have another question that it's just not here. I didn't write it, but I know, out of all the series and all the OTT movies made, for example, Netflix, with Stranger Things and HBO Max, that's proprietary to them. What was the most expensive series made? What was the most expensive? Just think about...
I just glanced at the answer and it makes sense. But I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, it makes sense to you?
Yeah.
I thought it would to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was it?
That was a production.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I've never watched it again. But you wanted to get me to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
But I never did. But after reading about it, and how the production was and why it took much money.
Binge it.
I was like, you know what? I'm not binge it. I'm not gonna binge it, but I will watch. I will watch it just to see what it's all about, what the fuss is all about, and the production. And they talked about special effects, which is what took the budget, increased the budget so much.
Yeah. You guys are good. You guys are good. Yes, Gretchen, Game of Thrones. Rainy Cajun, hello, Game of Thrones, yes.
Yeah, I would think Star Trek, but no. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money. Let me see. If I could find out. I was like, what in the world? But it makes sense because of everything that they did.
Absolutely.
All of the.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Okay, so
No soup for you.
before we go to trivia, this is he says that?
There was the soup Nazi in Seinfeld. So he was just like, he's basically a soup Nazi. He's like standing there and he's serving soup, and I think he had beef with Seinfeld. And he'll be like, "No soup for you."
I see.
That
that was the line that you remembered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like Seinfeld is Seinfeld is pretty memorable.
Okay.
Pretty memorable. Yeah, there's a lot of memorable moments in Seinfeld. You would like it. Like, just try an episode or two.
Seinfeld?
Yeah, you'll like Seinfeld.
I think I would do Game of Thrones first.
Dragons are expensive to employ. Oh yeah, if you asking for a choice between Seinfeld and Game of Thrones, definitely Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So sci-fi kind of thing.
Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Game of Thrones is more like medieval, dragons and different kingdoms trying to fight for the throne. But just the way it's done and everything, and and the way it's Game of Thrones is produced, it makes you question, like, oh my God, giants were real, dragons were real.
Well,
it's just
they
like
were.
It's just so but they just like it just confirms like just the realism surrounding all of that.
Okay.
Just the way everything is produced, right? I can't say the same for White Walkers, which is like these ice zombies and whatnot. But everything else, but just even the way they look is like, oh my God, like their eyes, and they just have like these like icy blue eyes, and it just looks great.
So that is coming out to us because that could be the AI that they were using to generate all of those images and
CGI,
video.
The
CGI, yeah, and then it can come out to us. Because we can do image to text, and there have been some incredible images out there that look like they have actually been drawn.
You'll enjoy.
I will watch a couple of
that. I don't remember I'll have to look that up. The vast bit from Seinfeld.
What line, AG? What line did I say? So
the no soup for you.
Oh,
that's why they made the last season longer.
And Rainy Cajun says they made that money back. That's in spades. So they use the spades and they sold the spades. They made that money back in spades. Like it's because they have games, right? They have characters that they sell.
Oh, that I'm not familiar with.
Because I went to a store and they had characters and it was Game of Thrones. So I guess they
there's a lot of Game of Thrones merch and memorabilia. Mm-hmm. I have the Hand of the King, the pin. It's like the big actual Hand of the King that I would wear on like my jacket and stuff like that. So I don't know. And you
paid a lot of, so they're making their money back.
It didn't cost a crazy amount of money, but I found that in eBay. I found that on eBay. I think I bid for it, but it was no more than like maybe like $30. So I don't remember paying a ridiculous amount of money, but this thing is like really good quality because like that's one thing I love about Game of Thrones, is like the wardrobe and everything, and then the Hand of the King. We'll just get this awesome pin. I love that. I was like, I want that pin, and I found it. I actually had found there was a smaller version of it, but then I actually found the authentic one. It was so cool.
Okay. Also, license and subscriptions. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Donald. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And the book sales went through the roof.
Yes, absolutely.
These are all the great things that I'm just telling you, we can do so much. All right, one last thing before Fuljens comes and gives us the trivia. I was trying to, in my readings, there was for Roku, and there was a update that I couldn't find verification for. So if any of you have Roku, you can verify this for me. But according to the internet, Roku now has Facebook Live available where you can watch without having to go through hoops, going in there and trying to like mirror the screen and things like that. Now, Facebook Live is the app. It's available in Roku, so you can actually download it and watch Facebook Live on your TV. Is that true?
I haven't heard about that.
I was right.
But,
I was looking and I was like, so I asked Bing Chat. I Googled it, and Bard came up and said to me, "Yes, that's true," but it was just one out of the other two. So for those of you who have it, because that would be pretty cool to just watch Facebook Live.
I haven't used Roku in a while because we use Apple TV. But the last time I remember being able to access social media apps on Roku. So
I don't know, and I asked, I'm like, so when did this happen? And it says May 10th, 2023. But I couldn't find any other information. So I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
Something to look into.
Yeah.
Donald had asked us for a quick overview of what we're using. Well, in the sense of video, since I said it looks incredible. Right now we have a Sony A7S II camera and a Sigma 2470 because we do a lot of zooming in, zooming out, that we need to do some cropping and stuff like that. So it's very versatile. And for lighting, we have aperture 300 something, and it's like a big softbox here. And then we have another softbox right here as well. So hopefully that helps. But the camera that we're using is the A7S II.
Do you have any LUTs going on or no?
No LUTs, just the camera has been dialed in. It's been dialed in.
Why has it been dialed in?
Huh?
Why?
No, like just, what do you mean?
Like, was it the sharpness and stuff that you dialed in?
Several things. Right? The color temperature, sharpness, gamma, all that good stuff. Contrast.
So all of that goes into it.
There's a lot of stuff. Just been like a lot of tweaking.
So it's not just out of the box, like, if you were to get the camera and the same lens,
exactly,
it wouldn't produce the same thing unless you did that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate it.
Okay, Fuljens, so do you want to do the trivia?
Yeah. This is a fun trivia. Last week we had a fun fact type of trivia, so we have something similar. And let's get right into it with our Ecamm Quiz Ninja, built entirely inside of Ecamm. All right. First correct answer wins a $25 Ecamm merch gift card. And if you don't want it, don't participate. No card for you. How many hours of continuous laughter are estimated to burn a pound of fat? 12, 35, or 70?
Oh my gosh.
I think you could do it. You could do it. You could do the 12-hour laugh. 12-hour laugh.
Wait, do you just give the answer away?
No. I'm just saying, like, at least, like, I'm just like the lowest number. You try laughing for 12 hours straight.
It will be hard. 12 hours straight. That would be crazy. It will have to be an event.
The correct answer, believe it or not, is C. 70. It would take approximately
1 pound of fat.
70 hours of continuous laughter to burn 1 pound of fat. However, it's important to know that this is an estimate and not a practical or recommended method for weight loss. 70 hours.
No, I mean, you could also reduce your calorie intake and burn a pound a week without having to laugh for 70 hours.
Yes, but in the case of laughing, 70 hours. If you laugh for 70 hours, you could potentially burn 1 pound. That's a lot of laughing.
That's a lot of laughing. That would be insane.
And congratulations to Tatiana.
Oh, Tatiana came back. Tatiana came back. Oh, shoot. Paul, that should be a t-shirt.
Laugh your way to skinny.
That should be a t-shirt. I mean, that would be insane. You would be like, you will have the muscles.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Even the 12, even the 12 hours. That's a lot of laughing.
Yeah. Okay, so I wonder what Tatiana is going to get because I do believe, Tatiana, that you have almost the entire merch store, right? You've been so lucky.
Let's check it out. Let's check out the merch store and see what we got over here.
G. Albert, 70 hours in a row. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Tatiana.
Janice like, Tatiana, please. Someone else.
Tatiana, do you have the Leap Into Live Selling t-shirt purple? Do you have the Floriders t-shirt? Do you have the pullover hoodie, the Marigold Heather that we keep staring at and keep saying that we're going to buy?
No, do you have the ENN mug?
Yes. Tatiana, say yes. That's why I skipped it. Do you have
you didn't want to put her on the spot?
Do you have the Ecamm OGO? I actually highlighted this on Building Blocks on Friday, the travel organizer.
Yeah, that's really useful.
Yeah. So what we mentioned on Friday is that we use this to like store our Rode Wireless Go equipment and like the cables and stuff in that. But this is an awesome cable management tool right here. And shout out to Ecamm for having it. So we don't need no Amazon link because Ecamm just provides it for you. Congratulations, Tatiana.
Yeah, I'm looking. Okay. Thank you for checking, Victor. It doesn't have it. It doesn't have it.
Thanks
and
for
it
checking,
says, yeah.
Where did this information come from?
It's a Bard said it. And so that's why I was double checking. I was double checking. I was like, listen, I have to, then how do you do it? And he actually explained how to get it.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't have it here, but.
Wow.
But then I asked again and he says, Roku does not have a dedicated app for Facebook Live. But then earlier it said, so make sure that you check your facts when you talk to these people. Just talk to this chat with this butts.
Tatiana has a mug, 2 shirts, and a hoodie. The 2 women's cut shirts. Love the fit. Wish we had more.
You see, wait.
Ain't nobody mad at you.
Tatiana, you have the ENN mug? Is that what you said? I'm over here like the emoji. Do you have the ENN?
The nail painting emoji?
Do you have?
You're doing the nail painting emoji.
Yes. I'm like, is one of those mugs the ENN mug? But man. Okay, so this is great, everyone. Something else that we have to mention that is going to be great. Just as we spend, if we want to, and we are into lead capturing using lead magnets, we need to know what to use. And next week, our guest is going to be Ralu, and she is going to explain to us, for example, right, just like we get the right camera, the right lens, the lighting to make our live streams look better, the computer to have the software behave better, right? All of that to make our live streams look good and aesthetically pleasing. So the same thing applies to our marketing materials, the ones that we, the ebooks, the landing pages, all of that applies. And she's coming over next week on Monday on ENN to talk about how we can make aesthetically pleasing and the information, how to organize it so that they are more readable. And that's going to be incredible. Then she's going to also teach us on building blocks, how to create them. So next Monday, we have her come in as a guest. And then on Friday on Building Blocks, she's going to be designing with Canva and us. So come ready, save the date, and come learn how to design ebooks. Yeah. But not only can that be applicable to ebooks, you can apply this to all of your written materials. Because what she's going to be teaching is how to use the fonts, how to combine the fonts, when to emphasize, when to not emphasize, how to indent and when not to indent, things like that are going to make our content look better. So that's going to be next week, and I'm so excited about it to learn all of that, and then also to actually put it to practice, because we're just going to be learning with you all when she comes to Building Blocks.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that is next Monday on ENN, everyone.
Yes, love Paul's prompts. Ecamm family, your likes are like the heartbeat of our community. Spread the love, and hit that button with pride.
All right. And you have to, you have to, he gets
Drop
so
the
into a
bomb.
poll. You just make his day when you put those things.
I love the poll sayings.
Yes. So remember to save that date, everyone. Save the day. You have a couple of days to save. You have Loria's workshop, Zoom workshop, and you also have this one on Monday and Friday. And then following that is Sally Sparks, and she is incredible at building email lists and prompts for emails and things like that. So we're gonna take that ebook that we designed, and then we're going to get it into our email and know how to then distribute it, and for our customers or prospects or to actually click on it.
Yes.
So we're gonna be working on how to convert.
Absolutely.
Which is great. It's great stuff.
Awesome.
Yes.
Tatiana says, I swear I've never been this lucky at winning prizes my entire 46 years of my life. That's funny.
Well, now you are.
So this was back in January of 2021 during the COVID period, right? Where we after Vlogmas and we all, got to know each other in the Ecamm family. And Diana Gladney just got 10,000 subscribers, and she did a live stream. This was, I think it's like the beginning of January. I think it was like January 1st or 2nd or something like that. First few days of January, she did a 10K subscriber giveaway and celebration on her YouTube channel. And so she did the Wheel of Wonder or something like that, and you had to guess specific numbers. So I was in the chat, and I think I won every single prize on her stream, right? I got everything correct. I won a pod mic. I won free merchandise from Diana's store. And I also won 1 year of Ecamm. And then so people were like, hey, are you going to keep all these prizes or you're going to give them away? Diana was like, listen, go into my messages, be like, my address is it's like, don't be bashful. You win. That's it. Yeah. Own it.
So it must be in the Ecamm family, right? We're just lucky, everyone. So let's see what happens next week. Let's see what happens.
And I've been banned ever since.
Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for spending time with us. We appreciate you so much. We're glad you're here. Again, we'll be back this Friday at Building Blocks at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week, we have our ebook design. First is going to be on Monday on ENN at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then that same Friday, we're going to be building the ebook Building Blocks at 10 a.m., which is exciting. Totally exciting. Yes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you on Friday. And remember, if you don't have beta and you're having some issues with interview mode and the quality, please go ahead and update it. Go to beta and update that there, or you can download it, ecamm.com/beta, and get that version. Thanks, everyone. My name is Ana Gil.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And you're watching Ecamm Network News. Bye.
Peace.